Can't get enough of Captain Ryan stories? Stay tuned after this episode to hear about how you can get access to more Captain Ryan stories every week. Once upon a time, there were two little boys, Captain Ryan and Brady, and they had a little sister named Nora, and they were out sailing on the ocean, and Ryan, he was so tired. Do you know why he was tired? Because he was not sleeping long enough, and he was running around all day, and he was just so tired. And he said, I just want to lay down, guys. I just need to relax a little bit. And Brady, he was so happy. He was just smiling and smiling and smiling. And Nora said, Brady, why are you smiling so much today? And Brady said, I don't know. I just feel like it's a really good day today. And Nora said, well, I guess I can steer the ship. And Brady said, no, I'll do it. I have somewhere where I want to go. And Ryan said, go to Relax Island, please, Brady. And he laid down and tried to go to sleep. And Brady, he said, I guess we'll see. We'll see. And he just kept smiling and smiling. And they sailed and sailed. And pretty soon they got to an island. And Nora said, I don't think I've been to this island before. And Brady said, it's gonna be great. And they woke up Ryan from his nap, and he was not very happy. He was just cranky. And he said, is this Relax Island? And Brady said, I guess you'll have to see when we go in. So they got off their pirate ship and they walked onto the island. And as soon as they walked onto the island, do you know what they saw?
What?
They saw giant statues, and the statues had the biggest smiles they had ever seen. That was like the whole head was a giant smile. And Ryan said, this doesn't look like Relax Island, Brady. And Brady said, I bet you could relax here. And Ryan, he said, Brady, what island is this? I am not happy. And he started to frown. And Nora said, guys, look at the statues. And they looked up, and one of the statues' smiles had changed. It had went from a smile, and it went down, 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 until it was in a frown. And Brady said, uh-oh, Ryan, I think you need to be a little happier. And Ryan said, why would I be happy? This is not Relax Island. There's just these creepy statues all over the place. And Brady, he did a big smile and he said, yeah, we're on Smile Island. And as he said it, the smile on the statue went back and it got big. But then Ryan started frowning and he said, Brady, I said I wanted you to go to Relax Island. And the statue started to frown again. And Brady said, well, I did want to make you happy. I thought that coming to Smile Island would make you happy. And Ryan said, no, listening to me would have made me happy. I want to go to Relax Island. And he was doing a scowl on his face. That means he was pouting and frowning. And they started to feel the ground shake. And Brady said, because they looked up at the statue, and the statue started to have a very mean look on its face, and the eyes started to glow with a red light. And Ryan said, see, this island is lame. It's called Smile Island, but that statue isn't even smiling, is it? And Brady said, I don't think this is good, Ryan. And Ryan said, I know it's not good. We need to leave. And he started walking away, and the ground under him rumbled, and guess what happened?
What?
A big statue hand came up out of the ground and grabbed his legs, and it clamped down around his legs. And Ryan went, what's going on? What's going on? And Nora, she said, oh, guys. And they looked around, and all of the statues had big frowns on their faces. And they said, guys, I don't think this is Smile Island anymore. It looks like it's Frowny Island, Mad Island. And oh no, the island started to shake and shake and shake. And pretty soon Brady felt the ground under him rumbling, and he jumped just in time, and a big statue hand came up and went right where he was. But he had jumped out of the way, and he kept jumping and jumping all over, and there were lots of statue hands popping up out of the ground to try to catch him. And Nora, she started crying, and she was frowny too. And a big statue hand came up and tried to grab her, but her shield was on, and the big hand clamped right around that shield, and it trapped her inside of her shield. And she said, oh no, help, Brady, help. And Brady said, guys, I just wanted to make everybody happy. This is Smile Island. Maybe we just need to be happy and smile. And Ryan said, what are we going to smile about, Brady? We're trapped by mad statues. And Nora said, yeah, I'm not very happy right now, Brady. And Brady said, let me think. And he said, okay, I've got an idea. I'll tell you a joke. And they said, a joke, Brady? And he said, yeah, maybe it'll make you happy so that you'll start smiling. And Ryan said, fine, tell us a joke. And Brady said, knock, knock. And Ryan said, who's there? Brady said, statue. And Ryan said, statue who? And he said, statue got you trapped. And Ryan and Nora looked at each other and they said, that's pretty lame, Brady. And they started laughing because his joke was so bad that they thought, that's the worst joke I've ever heard. And the Ryan started laughing, and then Nora started laughing, and Brady started laughing, and they were all smiling. And do you know what happened? Those statues' frowns turned back into smiles, and the statue hands went back down into the ground and let them go. And Brady said, whew, all right, well, I think we need to smile more, right, guys? And Ryan said, fine, I'll try to smile, but I am really tired, and I just want to kind of take a nap. And Brady said, but there's a really good treasure on this island, which is why I wanted to come here. And Ryan said, treasure? Okay, I'll do it. And so they kept walking in towards the center of the island. And as they got towards the middle, do you know what they saw? They saw a giant face sitting in the middle of the island. Kind of like the face that's on Moana at the top of that mountain, where it's just on the top of the mountain. And they said, whoa, because they saw that the face was so big, it was like as big as their whole house. And the face, do you think it was smiling?
Yeah.
Nope, it was frowning. And they said, guys, let's all do a giant smile. And so Ryan and Brady and Nora all smiled their biggest smiles at that statue. And do you think that it started smiling? Nope. It just frowned and frowned and frowned. And they said, what's wrong with this statue? Why won't it smile? We're smiling. All the other statues smile when we smile. And Brady said, let me jump up and see it from up high. And so he did a jump way up into the air. Boom! And when he was looking down, he saw that there was writing around the face. And he said, Ryan, I need you to read this. And Ryan, he ran around the whole face and he was reading all the words. And the words said, I am sad. I need to be happy, but I can't be happy unless I have my friend. And Ryan said, this statue face needs his friend. But who's the statue's friend? And they looked around, and they looked, and they looked, and do you know what they saw on one part of the island? They saw a big purple statue. It was the only purple statue. And as they were looking in the big face that they were standing on, they saw that there was a round hole right where its nose should be, and it looked like maybe something should fit into the hole. And they said, let's go check out that purple statue. So they ran to the other side of the island where it was, and when they got there, they saw that that statue was frowning too. And they said, all of the other statues on the island are smiling, but the big one up top and this purple one are not smiling. And then Nora said, guys, there's words written here in the back. They say, I have to have my friend to be happy, but we've been separated for a long time. Please take me to him. And so they tried to pick up the statue, but it was so heavy. And Brady said, I got this. He put on their super strong ring, and his muscles got giant, and he picked up that statue, and they walked with it all the way to the very center of the island, and he brought it over, and he put it right in that hole where that statue's nose was, and guess what happened? The statue fit perfectly right in that hole, and they clicked it down, and the mouth for the little statue they brought turned from a frown to a smile, and the big giant face, it's turned from a frown to a smile too, and when it smiled, its mouth opened a little hole right in the middle of the mouth, and up out of the hole came a tiny little treasure chest. And Brady said, woohoo! We got the treasure! Yeah, let's open it up and see what's in there. And so they got the treasure box and they opened it up. And do you know what they found inside? They found a golden feather. And Nora said, oh, I wonder what this feather does. I wonder if it turns you into a bird. And she grabbed it and she said, turn me into a bird. And she just stood there and nothing happened. She did not turn into a bird. She said, hey, well, what does it do? Magic, magic, do something. And she was waving it around and nothing was happening. And Brady took it and he smelled it. And he said, it doesn't smell like anything. And then Ryan took it and he tasted it and he said, doesn't really taste like anything. And Nora took it back and she said, hey Ryan, look at that over there. And he turned around, and while he was turned around, she took the feather and she rubbed it on the back of his neck, and he started bursting out laughing because it was so ticklish. And she said, I think I know what this is. It's a tickle feather. And she waved it over Brady, and Brady started laughing and laughing and laughing. It tickled so bad. And Brady took it and he tickled Nora, and they were all just laughing and laughing and laughing from being tickled by that golden feather. And they said, oh, this was great. This was good. All right, now we can sail to Relax Island. So they went off the island and sailed to Relax Island. Do you know what Ryan did? he just sat down in a nice cozy hammock and started swinging, and he fell right to sleep. And Brady and Nora relaxed on the beach and made a sandcastle, and Relax Island was oh so nice. And at the end, they all sailed home and told their mom and dad about their adventure. The end. We are excited to announce that we have started a Patreon. Patreon.com is a website that you can go to and you can subscribe to be one of our patrons. That means that you give us a little bit of money each month and we will give you something in return. If you subscribe and become a patron, we'll give you an extra episode every week, one that only our patrons get to listen to. They won't be published on the podcast, on the official podcast. They'll only be available to our patrons. And not only that, but there's a special tier of patronage that will get you the opportunity to have your child or children in their very own Captain Ryan story. You can let us know their name, what island they want to visit, and what sort of treasure they like to find. And we will put your children into one of the Captain Ryan stories as a guest. So go to patreon.com and search for Captain Ryan Stories and become a subscriber. We would love to have your support to continue making these awesome podcast episodes. Thanks.